and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be transforming this plains village and improving it with the houses and adding more detail to it. So stick around to see how I did this. So now I'm going to get straight into the video. So starting with the farmer's house. So for now I'm just building a border around the farm, and obviously I'm going to make a little house for a farmer to live in. There will be 2 farmers' houses and obviously a bigger farm, but I haven't got there yet. So just building up the walls for now and making a stable house. So I am now on with doing the flooring. So with the materials I am using, I'm trying to keep it as normal as possible so that it fits with the village that I'm doing. I am now on with the roof, which I'm not gonna lie was a pain to do because it just kept going wrong, but I did it eventually. And this farmer's house is almost complete. I do the interior off camera because I don't want it to bore anyone. So now I am moving on to the actual farm itself and just making it big enough for all the villagers to go in, and obviously a pathway for them to get in because, you know, they need to walk around without standing on all the crops. With the path, I am going to make it a bit big so the villagers can all fit on it together without obviously standing on the crops, but now and then they'll still stand on them anyway, but it's just, oh well, it's fine. So I'm just going across now, and then I'm going to add my own seeds in because for some reason villagers are really not capable of doing that. So moving on, this is another house, and this is going to be a little farmer's house as there is a farm already there. So I'm just building it up right now, and I finished with that one. I didn't finish the rest on camera. So I am now building up this wall, and these houses, well, most houses will have a purpose. Some of them are just for obviously people to live in, and some of them have everything they need, like the different crafting tables or other things like that. And I do make enough beds for all the villagers, but for some reason some villagers do not like certain beds. So they kept all just crowding around in certain houses, which was pretty annoying, but it is fine. So the building I am doing now is the main building, and it will be where the smithing table is. So I'm going to make sure there's enough room for everyone to fit in. I'm just adding some extra detail on the roof, and I am done with that one. So now here is the fisherman's house. So I'm just building that, doing the flooring now, and there's a cow for some reason, but we'll move, we'll just let him be. So I'm going to build a little dock. It's not going to be anything big, but it's just for the fisherman, and obviously he can fish there. So now I'm moving on to another building and just building the walls up again, and you can see there is a theme. Obviously it is an oak village, so obviously everything is oak wood, so, and obviously cobblestone too. So this is going to be the library. Well, hello, we are back, and now it's time to show you the village. Getting straight into it, there's a villager there. Hi villager. So going into this house, this is obviously one of the farmers' houses, as there is a farm outside of it. They have a little bit of detail. They have their own TV, their own bedroom, they even have their own bathroom, as I'll show you now. So it's not anything special, but at least they have one. And then going out here, here's the little farm they have, and obviously they can do their crops without going to the bigger farm, so it's beneficial for them. So moving on, I'm going to leave this little farm area, and there's a little house down here just for someone to sleep in. So obviously when they have nighttime, they have a bed spare, or if they need to use it they can. So moving along down here, and I'm going to go in this house. This house just has a few extra bits they can use, and obviously a bedroom too for villagers to stay in, but there's nothing really much in that house. I'm going to go show you the marketplace right now. So hi villager, there's already a villager here, but yeah, so this is where they can buy things and obviously get what they need. So there's armour, there's fish, and for some reason there's a campfire lit, which shouldn't be there, but we'll move, I'll get rid of that later. And also a meat section. That is all the marketplace is offering at the moment, but it's still something. Moving on, I can show you the actual farm now. So this is how the farm turned out. There's an iron golem just casually in the farm. Hi. But yeah, this is how the farm turned out. I'm not best impressed with it, but I think it's okay. And this is obviously where they keep all the cattle and all the animals they have. So going back outside, going out here, I'll show you the first building I did, which was obviously a farmer's house, but I'll just show you that in a minute. I've also got a second farmer's house, just a smaller one, and why are you in it, Ray? But yeah, so it's just a bit detailed, nothing too special, but this is just an extra farmer's house, just a smaller one. So then there's enough room, obviously, for villagers. And I did block it off because they kept running around this house and they wouldn't actually go in, and it was really annoying me, so I blocked it off. And now there's a villager staring at me. Hi. So going in here, this is the first building I did, like I said. With a bit of detail, they've got their own table, they've got their own bedroom, obviously. Just 2 bedrooms, nothing special. They've got their own TV, and also they do have their own bathroom. So I'll show you that now. But that's their little table they have, and this is their little bathroom. But I shouldn't stay in there long. So moving on, obviously that's all there is in this house. Excuse me, thank you. So they have their own little farm too. Obviously they have a bigger farm out there. Moving on, I will now move and show you the library. So the library, nothing special, nothing too much in here. They do have different things they can use. So you can see there's not much for the library, but it's still something. And obviously there is 2 beds for villagers who want to stay here. Nothing special, but it'll do. So as you can see, there's already villagers using the things and I'm being stared at, so I'm going to leave them alone. This is the main fountain where they all meet and just have a little gathering for some reason, but they do because of the bell. And this, oh, right. And this is the main working house. There's already villagers working, so I shouldn't stay long. This is just 2 bedrooms where they can just sleep and obviously rest, so they don't have to work all day and all night. Oh, well, I'm clearly not invited, so I'm going to let them get back to work. And, oh, excuse me, there's a little picnic area here, nothing too special. There's also toilets, for some reason the doors are all open. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm just going to close the door. But yeah, these are the toilets they have. This is also the fisherman's house, and there's a lot of people just standing outside here. So moving in, they've got a little fish tank, and they have their own little kitchen, their own little table. The bedroom's just plain, it doesn't have much in it. And also they do have their own bathroom too. So, hi villager. They have some fish there, and this is their bathroom, sorry. And then moving outside, they have their own little dock where they can fish, and there also is a boat just in case anyone does want to go travel. Moving on from this house and leaving that villager to do whatever he's doing, and leaving all these villagers to do what they're doing, we will be going upwards, so going up here, and I do have these jotted around everywhere. They're just like little bins, and some of them are full, some of them are empty, but nothing special. So in this house, once again, nothing special. They have their own little blocks here, their own little crafting tables, and just a nice little garden, just in case they want to just enjoy themselves alone away from people. They can, and obviously they have a great view as well, so they're lucky. But that's all that is in this house, so I'm going to move away from this one, close all the doors, and then I'll show you this house. This house doesn't have much in it, it's just for beds simply, because I was running out of space where to put the villagers, so I did have to make a few extra houses just so there was enough room for them all. So going into these individual little apartments, I guess you can call them, they're just obviously tiny rooms for villagers to sleep in. There's nothing special in here, but it is still a place to call home. So these rooms are pretty similar, nothing really much. And then obviously there's another room which has 2 beds instead of 1, and in here also has 2 beds instead of 1. So it's just for extra room for the villagers to stay. And going and moving into the archers room. So obviously they have their beds, they have their own room, and you can see someone's already here. So they have individual targets they can practice when they shoot arrows. So moving away from that one, this house is just a regular house, nothing special again, just 2 beds. So obviously it's just a house for villagers to stay in, so they actually all have enough room and enough beds so they can actually all sleep at night instead of wandering the streets at night. So that is pretty much it really. There's nothing really much. I do have to show you this one last house though, and we're just going here, and it's just like a big room basically, just 4 beds, big screen TV. They get this special privilege, I guess. But yeah, that is pretty much it, and I'll just show you around again so you can see there's many villagers all around just having the time of their lives. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to show you the docks because I haven't showed you that yet. So this is just a place where all the fishermen can go, and just obviously if they want to fish they can, and just have a nice chat. And once again, this is near the marketplace, just behind it this time. Don't know why that's on fire, it shouldn't be, but oh well. We'll leave that for now. But yeah, that is it, and this is my complete village, so I fully transformed it. I hope you did enjoy, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, bye!